Hey guys, this is Chris. I wanted to give you an update on a little experiment that I'm in the process of trying. Back in the first week of June, I sent 25 vintage Marvel Star Wars comics off to CGC to get pressed and then graded. That they got delivered to CGC like on June 6th or 7th, somewhere around there. They weren't received at CCS until the first week of August. So it took them 2 months to receive my books at CCS. It's crazy, just crazy when you think about the backlog that CGC and CCS must have had in order for the status of my order to get changed to received at CCS. Insane. Since then, it hasn't changed at all. It is now 6 months. It is now the end of November and still no movement other than just being received at CCS. No movement at all. And I hope it moves soon. Those are pretty expensive books that I sent out, and I really like to get them back at some point. I'd love to open them up for you guys so you can see what the grades that they got, because they should be fairly high grade and they should do very well. So what I decided to do was, since I've been hearing all this news that CGC's turnaround times have been incredibly improved, I decided to send them more books. But what I decided to do, though, was instead of having CGC and CCS press the books, I sent them off to my local comic shop. I had no idea that my local comic shop did pressing. And then on social media one day, like 2 weeks ago, they put an ad saying that they did pressing. And they did it, fairly cheap, a lot cheaper than CCS. In fact, it was more than half the price. So what I did was I bundled up a whole bunch of Star Wars books, brought them down to my local comic shop, had them pressed, and within a week and a half, I had them back, and they looked fantastic. So what I decided to do was I figured, well, let's see what happens if I send them to CGC. So I boxed them all up, created my packing list, and dropped them off at the post office late Friday night. They were delivered in Sarasota on Monday morning, which is incredible. Great service. I'm right up in Pinellas County, only about 90 minutes away from Sarasota. So I was not surprised that they got delivered that quickly. They still haven't been received yet by CGC. So even though they've been delivered, they haven't made it into the system yet. But what I'd like to see is if the submission I sent in on Friday comes back any quicker than the submission that I sent in on June. Now, granted, I'm not having them do any pressing, but still, it'd be interesting to see the difference in how CGC has improved on their turnaround times. And from everything I've been hearing, they have improved. So I will give you guys updates to see, letting you know how things go. I'm hoping I get the books back. The 28 that I just did send out, majority of those are going to be up for sale. So when I do an opening, when I do finally receive them and do an opening, give a reveal to you guys as to what the grades they got, I will be putting most of them up for sale. So if there's anything at that point you guys are interested in, let me know, because they will be going on eBay at some point, and I'd rather save some eBay fees by selling them directly to you guys if you guys are interested in that sort of thing. So like I said, I'll keep you up to date, let you know how it goes, but I'm really interested to see if my shipment from Friday at CGC comes back and gets graded before the shipment I sent back in June. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see what happens, but I'll keep you up to date. Thanks again for joining me, guys. We'll talk to you again soon. See you later.